Without a formalized community policing strategy, the Denver Police Department cannot ensure its community policing efforts are successful. It will struggle to develop strong partnerships necessary for public trust. Denver's police department needs a clear plan to address community policing efforts, recruiting, low morale, and loss of officers, especially among women and people of color. In the recent Denver Police Operations Audit, we found the department lacked comprehensive documented guidance to ensure effective operations. That included the need for strategies to understand and address low retention, plus support for citywide community policing efforts that could rebuild trust and relationships with residents and community members.
Locally and nationwide, several events, including the murder of George Floyd by Minneapolis police in 2020 and the subsequent police response to racial justice protests, have put a strain on relationships between communities and law enforcement.
As a result, police departments, including Denver, are re-examining policing, use of force, and police-community relations. Our audit found the department lacks comprehensive strategic policies and documented guidance to ensure effective operations. It also lacks a community policing plan to guide citywide strategies.
Community policing involves police officers spending a portion of their work time proactively addressing public safety by spending dedicated time in Denver's neighborhoods as a means to build more positive relationships with community members.
Denver police officials told us community policing cannot be formalized in a plan that is measurable. However, federal guidance for local law enforcement stresses the importance of police departments creating a comprehensive plan for community policing. Without a comprehensive strategy for community policing, the department's efforts will remain siloed across the city, and Denver police officers will have a harder time healing their relationships with the people they serve. Additionally, challenges related to recruiting and retention of officers could detract from efforts to increase community policing, create a felt presence in the community, and address how the public perceives safety and crime. While many issues contribute to staff turnover in police agencies, the department lacks adequate strategies to address issues that are within its control, like lack of diversity among officers, increased stress from staffing shortages, and low morale. We created a survey for Denver officers about morale and received many responses blaming burnout, poor leadership, low staffing, and officers feeling undervalued. If police department officials do not effectively identify and address these internal concerns, they cannot make meaningful changes based on officers' feedback, particularly from female officers and officers of color.
We looked at demographic data and noted the race and ethnicity of Denver's officers closely reflects the city's residents. However, our analysis showed significant lack of representation for women. While women make up half of Denver's population, they are less than 19% of Denver's patrol officers.
Results from a 2022 City Engagement Survey show a perception of unfair practices within the police department. Only a little over 58% of officers said they believe they are treated fairly, regardless of differences in race, gender, and age.
Diversifying Denver's police department could help improve overall policing culture in the city. Overall, Denver's police department needs to address recruiting and retention, as well as staffing shortages and diversity, or the safety of community members and officers themselves could be at risk. I encourage the police department to take additional steps necessary for adequate implementation and look forward to working with them in the future in this area. Well, that's it for this episode of Ask the Auditor. If you have a question, submit it to auditor@denvergov.org, and maybe your question will be the next question we answer on the next episode of Ask the Auditor.